Hi, okay, so I sent a package that I was really excited about, and you may have seen what I'm talking about. It was a video titled, I think, like, painting, baking, and my 26th birthday. Somebody ordered like $600 worth of artwork from me, and so I had sent them out through USPS within 2 different packages. Well, she only received one of the 2 packages. So I shipped them both out on September 11, and so one of the packages was missing since then. I was never like angry about it, but it was like, oh my gosh, I want to know where that package is. And then if nothing else, I was just going to refund the client. Well, thankfully, I did receive the package today. I did not ship it out to her in this manner. However, I'm kind of excited to see, are the paintings damaged or not? Obviously, I'm hoping they're not damaged, so I can just repackage them and send them out to her again. But we'll see. These feel fine. All the paintings seem okay. This one was my favorite one, and it's actually okay. It just fell out of the frame, and the frame's not damaged, so all is well. All right, I'll have to repackage everything and send it back out to her. I'm kind of super thankful that nothing is actually damaged. What a whirlwind. So based on the shipping label that I was keeping track of, this package went from Colorado to Florida, from Florida to Tennessee to Mississippi, and then Louisiana, where it was supposed to go. It didn't actually end up at her doorstep. Instead, she got the actual label that was put on the package. A couple weeks later, this was sent here to me. All is well. And you know, I'm not like angry at the USPS workers because like mistakes happen. Like even if my artwork had actually been damaged, like as bad as the boxes, things in life just happen. Such is life. I'm actually pretty stoked that it's all right. The package is all up. I'm gonna keep my eyes glued to the screen to keep up with that tracking number so I can make sure that it gets to her safely. If you want to hang out a little bit more, the rest of this video is me experimenting in the kitchen. But yeah, thanks a lot. Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen. It's something that my dear sister made for us growing up, and I was the only one who loved it, so. Apparently something you have to do is let your eggplant sweat out most of the moisture so that you don't have like a runny dish. And so it says to put it in a colander, cover it with some salt, and let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes so that it can drain. I don't know if that's an old wives' tale, but I'm gonna follow it because if you've been here before, you know that my last cooking video was a bit of a disaster. It would make Gordon Ramsay very upset. My dog's a little sad right now because he tried to eat the couch, so I put him in timeout, but I've gotta go let him out now, so I'll be back. Say that he's happy to be out of prison. And I've gotta wash my hands again. Woo. I do not like chopping onions. I'm preheating the oven so that I can roast the eggplants first before I compile everything. And it's gonna be kind of like a lasagna, but instead of noodles, you do the eggplants instead. Anywho, the eggplant is behind me in the sink, sweating it out. While that's happening, the oven's preheating and I'm about to saute these onions. And then once those are softened, I will start making the meat sauce. I made this resting tray and I love it so much. I pulled out this and dropped it and it landed on what I just showed you. I'm really sad about it, honestly. All right, the onions are pretty soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and add our beef. And the timer for the preheating of the oven is done. Before I can roast these little eggplant slices, I had to pat them dry. All right, so now it's time to put these in the oven and let them roast for about 15 to 20 minutes. And in between that, about midway, you flip them. I've really enjoyed cooking now that I'm living in a full-size kitchen. Throughout my college and adulthood years, I was living in really cheap places, so I did not really have access to oven, stovetop for the majority of my adulthood. Milo's already had dinner, so he's gonna chill with me while we wait on my dinner to finish up. I have to add a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I've never understood this saying. My feet do not smell like this cheese, but a lot of people call it foot cheese. Some people might need to be washing their feet more. Jigglypuff. All right, so the timer just went off for the eggplants, and so I've got to flip them over. Hot potato, hot eggplant. Giving up on using my fingers. They're all flipped. All right, they're all flipped and so am I. I'm getting a little woo with the multitasking. I guess he's camera shy. So the meat is brown. That means we get to do some cheating and add this marinara sauce because I didn't feel like making any from scratch. Woo! There we go. What an attractive noise. So now it's time to pick out what dish our lasagna is going in. Excuse me. I wouldn't say that I do an exceptionally good job of measuring the height of each layer when I make lasagna or dishes like this, but it certainly is fun. Peep my dog Milo being nosy around the corner, or maybe it was just that he was kind of hopeful for fallen food. Now it's the fun part of washing everything up while it bakes in the oven, and then I get to eat it. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so I've just pulled it out of the oven. I was supposed to let it rest. I'm impatient. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. You can tell I'm supposed to let it rest with all this steam of ruin. Well, I like it. I would say that it's pretty good. I would make this again. Just add a little bit more salt, because I'm a salty gal. Oh, it's hot.